Thanks for sticking with me. I didn't realize we weren't actually recording, which would have sucked going back. So I actually just backtracked back to where we started. So when we last left off, we actually had the bad ending here. We put in the code, opened the rift hatch, and then lowered the telescope and cracked the glass, and basically all this metal fell out and the world started ending and we got shot. So that's not really the best ending, so we're gonna, I think we got a bit at least left in the game. So we got to figure out what to do next. Yeah, so I just restarted OBS because I saw that it wasn't streaming. It ended stream after the intro, so I think the transition is what kicked it. So as long as you can hear me clear now, we should be good. So this is the island we haven't been to. It's a small island off the coast. Unless this is the island off the coast. You know what? This is probably the island here. Oh, this one right here. This one's probably nothing. Sure. On the last stream, the whole stream, oh boy. Have you played this game before? Okay, so the synopsis is right after we save Atreus from Dini last game, and he destroys his two sons. He is writing in a book. The book is actually him trying to save this world, Riven, because his wife is trapped here with his father, Gen, who's kidnapped her. Riven is falling apart, kind of like some of the other worlds we saw in Myst. But he's kept his father trapped there because his father's a powerful entity that will wreak havoc on other worlds. So he sends us here. Everybody thinks that Gen here is a god, and worships him as if he's a god. He's even got like a temple over this way up on the mountain here. So we go about trying to solve puzzles and find the rebellion that's rebelling against him, led by none other than Catherine. There's a whole bunch of puzzles involving animal symbols and things like that, and hidden throughout the island, and also uncovering things in Gen's workshop. We find out that Gen has indeed been able to create a couple books, so he's created new worlds to kind of escape to, and we've visited all the islands now. The way Atreus was able to leave and trap Gen here is he threw the Mist book into something called the Rift, which is under here, or the Starfisher, basically. We managed to get the code here. Yeah, the roller coaster. So this is all like, this is like drawn graphics. This is all pixel graphics that they made. Like the graphics are. This is 1997. This is fantastic. Like, they did an excellent job. So this metal here is kind of covering that fissure up. Again, covered it up so that the world wouldn't end. It was. It's mind-blowing now, to be honest. So Catherine is alive. She's part of a rebellion. She made a new book world that the rebellion's on, and they sneak in and out of the world to try and hit Gen where it hurts and go back there. Yeah, it still does hold up. So right now what we're trying to do is figure out how to get to Gen. We have a fake Dini book that is actually one of the trap books like what the brothers had been trapped in the first game. And we're trying to basically give him the book thinking that it's to Dinny where Atreus is, but then he gets trapped in the book instead. I have yet to see Gen in person except for in the bad ending when I hit... Hey Wolf, how are ya? So right now we're trying to figure out where to go next. So I have a combination, but I'm not sure what all the numbers are. We were able to learn what 1 through 9 were in terms of the number system, but there's some numbers that are more than that. I have a couple theories, though. So the one island that we haven't really looked at that much is one... Okay, so one of the puzzles here is an animal puzzle. So you see this frog here, and then this is the eye. We also find out this is a frog because of the chirping sound when we touch the eye sigil. So it's a pretty clever puzzle. I liked it. But it's really hard to see that if you're not like looking for it. You can kind of see it here too, but the eye doesn't line up. That's just one of the many things that have happened. So we're gonna go to the island that I want to get to. Oh wait, gotta open this up. Gotta turn off this fan. So I kept setting this elevator up, but it can also go down, which I had no idea about. Something that they did in Myst 2, I believe. This is my office. I haven't changed locations though. Does the view look different? Here, let me show off my new mask. Yeah, usually my camera angle's like here. Yeah, it's probably the lighting. Because I'm usually streaming at night. Yeah. Anyway. So, I'm gonna check out this square island up ahead. Alright. So push this button. So yeah, this is Gen's office, I think. I don't know what that is. Oh. Oh, that might be Catherine. Interesting. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Ah. So I figured this out before, but good to know. Okay. Cool. So I figured this out a different way, but you were able to figure it out anyway. Alright, let's go up. Alright, so this side we don't want to be on. Let's turn this around. So this is a model of the 4 or 5 islands. What's really interesting about this is, like, apparently there's like bacteria in the water that, like, when heated, it like takes on a quality. So like right now we've got, oh wait, no, okay, so that small island off the coast is the island I was thinking of. Alright, so this is the island with the village. This is the island we are on. This is the island with his workshop, and this is the one with the dome. So yeah, see how it's kind of like moving the water up? And then we can go to a different panel. here and take a look at what that looks like. Like there's the dome in that one. Yeah, they had 3D map in water in Mist too. So I'm thinking that there's maybe a connection there. All right. So I know we have to do something with the domes. They wouldn't have this for no reason. So I'm just gonna mark where the small domes are in these maps, just in case. I think there's 5 domes in all. Because in the main big dome in the main island that we arrived on, there's a symbol for all 4 of these. Or all 5 of these, I guess. And in these patterns too. These Tetris pieces. Alright, so my guess is that the dome is here because it was underground. Oh, so Atros is going to come here once we give him the signal that we've defeated Gen or trapped Gen. Because if he comes here before that, Gen's going to steal his book and escape. Which we saw happen when we alerted him ahead of time by activating the Starfisher. So there's that. Alright, so we know that the one here is, yeah, right there on the tail. Because we've already slowed that one down. So that's right there. It's really interesting, the topographical map here is in the topographical map. So this one's like in the trees. So it's going to probably be in the bottom middle section. Like, I mean, I love that. Like, I'm all about cartography myself. So I'm thinking that the dome will be, come on, animation, in about this area here. Let's see. Huh. Kind of hard to tell. Alright, let's rotate it around. Oh, is that it there? No. Oh, there it is. Right there. Alright, so it was kind of hard to see there. It was kind of flat. Right. Well, I'm assuming there's only one place it could be on the one block, right? So, but let's see if we can see it. So these domes are keeping books alive, like world books. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, so this code here is the one thing we haven't figured out yet, how to open this. But I think we need to power it first, according to Catherine's book. So all of the domes are connected to the central dome out that way. So let's, I guess, try going there. Alright, so this is where his workshop is. Yo, Dark Shocks! Welcome, everyone. How we doing, guys? So something I discovered while, oh, pretty good. What were you playing? Let me give you a shout out. Wait, maybe it's shout? It's been a while since I've had to shout somebody out. Blast, what is it? Miss Darkseid and The Longest Journey. I've heard about The Longest Journey. I don't know what Darkseid is, though. You know what? Let me check my mods stuff real quick. Yeah, it's Shout. Oh, I don't have my... Do I have my bot on? I do. What is going on? Oh, some things went off. All right. This should work now. So guys, if you don't know who I am, I'm the Wombat of Doom. I play a whole bunch of variety of games. This year we're doing the Year of Puzzle, meaning that I'm doing puzzle games that have been assigned to me by my trusty companion, Kirby, Mega Kirby. Of course. So we haven't played Riven since we were a kid. I don't know if I ever finished. So we found this burnt book, by the way. So we did Baba Is You, I've done Mist, and I've done Riven. We got the bad ending in Riven so far, so that's how far we are if you're familiar with Riven. We punctured the Starfisher. So now we're trying to figure out how to do things right. Alright, so here's the big ass dome. So that's that one dome. So maybe we can see the other dome from up here. Guess not. It must be on the other side. Yeah, it must be over there. Riven is so fucking cool. It is so ahead of its time. So, yeah, so this leads me to believe that it's powering all 5 islands because you got the thing in the center, all 5 of the islands. So the question is, how do we turn this thing on? There was like a thing down below here, I remember. Okay, that gets us to this. But that doesn't really do much for us. So I broke the Starfisher with the telescope, and then again killed Atros and me. I broke the seal on the Starfisher, I should say. Because we got the code, so why not? Wait a second. I have an idea. So this thing goes up. Oh, there's a thing up there. Okay. Alright. So I can go down on this maybe? Okay, let's go down. Because I think this will lift the bridge up, right? Alright, Dark Shocks. Thanks for the follow. I will see you again, I hope. Well, that didn't do anything. Wait, is that a... Oh yeah, that's turn wheels what lowers the thing. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I see like a thing there. Not helpful. Oh, wait, there's a handle here. Can I go up? No. Well, that blows that idea. Um... That's a button there, isn't it? So that turns the room on the right. It doesn't actually help us, I don't think. No. Maybe something will happen if I turn off all of the domes. Which means we still gotta figure out how to turn off the dome at his office and the one on the island. Can we make that steps? This probably won't work now. No. Because if we leave that, then yeah. All right. Looks like an eyeball. Like a camera, maybe? Maybe something in his workshop? Wonder what that button does. Is it the one that unlocks the door, maybe? There's not like another passageway anywhere. Maybe if we crawl through that vent again. Ooh, excuse me. Let's look at Catherine's journal again. Power and use the domes. When he does that, we will have access to one of Gen's domes just long enough. And our burnt book all seem to share the same sickness. The net powered images are black. Might be possible to clear the vision with only Let's look at Gen's book again. Coded the access systems. Okay, so here we go. Working control panel. Power source got off to a bit of a bad start, I'm afraid, but the pace has picked up slowly. It's enough for that. I'm looking for the finally having civilized mode of transportation. Resale for now. I'll build an office and set up my living quarters there in order that I may conduct my experiments in safety without distraction. So I think that's the small island. But this looks like the dome. Yeah, that's the image captures. That's the cap on the rift. So that goes from there. So it used to just be down to this. I'm curious. Alright, so there was 3 of these things. None of them have stairs listed on them. Let's see what the third one says. Wait, this way. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I don't know how to get to the top part. One more should do it. Okay. Oh, that's for the telescope. Got it. That doesn't help me. I'm missing something. Probably missing something. Yeah, nothing there. No, I thought that was a turnaround or a turn that I missed for some reason. But it's just the cave. Yeah, I'm not sure. So this is probably the cleverest puzzle ever. There's doors behind either of those doors. So when it's closed a different way too. So this is the pipe. I'm just looking for a way to shut down that dome. All right, we back. Oh, yeah, sound would be helpful for a game that has sound cues. So the only thing I can think of is that I might be like, there might be a camera, but like we looked at all the different cameras and it didn't have. So maybe it's a different camera or something. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, back to the drawing board. Are you serious? We passed that thing like forever. Okay, and that steps up too. Cool. So we were just trying it from the wrong side. Um. One more should do it. All right. I think this will do it. Yes. Okay. I don't know yet. That doesn't look like it works. What's in that? Oh, it's the marbles. Crap. I don't know what color they are. I know which color which one is, but I don't know which color. Oh, wait. And do we have to... Oh, no. Crap. This is a lot more specific than I thought it would be. Alright, so we need to figure out what each of the different dome colors are. I don't even know what that island's color is. Purple is not a non-existent one. Nope, didn't want to do that. Alright, so we gotta go all the way around again. Alright, so to the domes we go. Dum 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 dum. We're gonna go up this time. Alright, so this one, they're by color, but it's not spinning at the moment, so guess let's make it spin again and then stop it again. Okay, so this one's red. Red. Got it. See, like, that's the thing that I want to do to the one in Cauldron Island. Can I not get there because... Oh wait, can I call it up top? Yes. Alright, cool. Thank goodness. Alright, up we go again. It's funny what things I did write down, and they weren't enough anyway. Alright. Oh no. Okay, cool. We got the call button here. I have a notebook of the first game and the second game now. I don't know about my original, but oops. I still want to know how they managed to make this game. Like, it's phenomenal. Tell me what color you are. Damn it. Alright, we're gonna have to go over there and find out. That's a line, right? Yeah. So that's orange. Got it. All right. So the dome is in the 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that quadrant. Okay. Alright, so this is the forest island. Alright, so it's also the second from the right. Okay, so it's bum 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 bum. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam. So 1. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. This one we can't see. It's because it's underground. But it's in this quadrant here. Okay, that was a little easier. Just takes so much time to transition between each one. That's the annoying part. Especially since we already did this a couple times, but I guess we didn't do it right, so fair enough. I still find it a fantastic puzzle. It's just, I'm annoyed at myself. Okay, far right. Or far left, I mean. Yeah. Okay. The point and click adventures like this really make me want to play like King's Quest again. I really enjoyed 6 when I was playing it last year. They don't make puzzle games like this as much anymore. Yeah, exactly. So if I turn this around, will this open up again, or do I have to turn it? Or is it just wasting time? I'm wondering if the viewer's on the opposite side of this. Don't hear any ladder going down, so I guess not. Look left. Look right. Nothing. Alright, let's go see what this one's color is. It's kind of hard to tell. We know it's not red or orange. I think it's circle the dot in the middle. Okay, that's a little bit better. It's yellow. Getting that close, it was really tough to see. So we're going in a pattern here. There's red, orange, yellow. So the next one's probably going to be green. And the last one blue. Right. Circle with that. That's green. I called it. Which leaves the last one to be blue. Okay. We've got our lineup. Damn it, too late. Alright, so now that we know the combination up top, I wonder... We gotta figure out what the numbers are. 2. One more should do it. 3. Yep. And then one more to get under. All right. So for cauldron, we got, okay, so here's, okay, so hopefully they're in color order. I think that's green, but these both look the same to me. So let's start with red. It's going to be in this one right here. Orange. Yellow. Green. And blue. Did it work? We're not going to know what the last one was, and the purple one's broken. Let's double check everything. So is this green here? Orange. Red. And blue. So let's try purple. All right, so my question is, do the domes need to be activated? Because I would not like to do another loop if possible. let's see here. Let's double check everything. The only thing I can think of is that the one we were looking at before isn't yellow, it's actually purple. Purple is a line down, which is what I originally thought it might be. What's that one? Down here. Let's try that. They look very similar. Okay, cool. So I had that one wrong. It wasn't a dot, it was a line. So now we gotta get back to where we once belonged. So we just got to figure out the code now. So the code to access the dome is 2, a 6, a 4 on its side, and a 2 and a 4 on its side, and a 4 and a 4 on its side. So I was thinking about this while I was showering today. Because, you know, that's where you have all your best ideas. So, in the number system, we figured out what 1 through 9 is. We don't know what 10 is. But what's interesting to me is that 5 is basically just a 1 on its side. So it's like, it can't be 1 plus 4 because that's how the numerical system actually already works. Is like the symbol plus the symbol when it's kind of added together. I'd show you a little bit more succinctly, but we don't have... I don't really have any examples to show. You know what? Here. We're gonna go down to drawing, creative. All right. So going over the creative, getting GIMP up. Can everybody see that? Okay, cool. File, new. Okay, cool. Get my tablet out. That's not what I need. Where's my pen? Here it is. All right. So, in Riven, learning with Wombat. So we went to a school and played a game that taught us about numbers. So that's 1 right there. Okay. Two is like that. So it's like a DI. 3 is similar except with an arrow, so it's like a KI. 4 is this interesting symbol. Looks like a little box, like that. So you got those 4, and then 5 is literally this, but on its side, like that. And then the rest of the numbers are just adding all of those things together. So like 6 is 1 plus 5, so it looks like a plus sign, which is really interesting. I really like this. And then so on. So the access code that I got was DI, which we know is 2. So we got 2. And it was a plus sign. So we know that's 6. And then it gave us a 4, but on its side. Similar to how 5 is a 1 on its side. But I know it can't be 7, 8, 9, or 10, or 7, 8, or 9, because those are just everything with 5 through it. But we know that 2 5s can't be like a plus sign because it doesn't work. So my thought process is, if 1 and 5 is the 5 on the side, what if 10 is a 2 on its side? So hear me out here. That means that like multiples of 5 are just altered. So like 10 would be something like this. 30 would be something like this. Or, oh wait, I mean 15, I guess. That would be 15. And 20 would be this. So here, let me show you the rest of the symbols. So if that's the case, then this might be 20. The next symbol is D, and then what we think is the 20 symbol, like that. So it looks like you can combine normal symbols and that. So if that's the case, that would be like, what, 22? Yeah. And then the last one is really interesting. It's a 4 and then a 4 on its side. So that would be, I guess, 24. Yeah, I guess it would be hexadecimal, right? Because, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Yeah. It's kind of a riff on it, but it's a little different. So my question is, what would 25 be? I don't know if it can get up past 24. I think 24 is the farthest it can go. Because 5 on its side is just 1 again. So they can only count the 24, maybe? I don't know. So I guess we can try it out. Hey guys, I'll be right back though. Alright. It also does the thing like Chinese characters do, slightly modifying them can change them drastically. Yeah, I actually have a language that I invented for my book world that's like that. Oh wait. We wanted to go down. So we went back up for no reason. Alright. So, let's see what this dome looks like now. Also, I didn't take a look at the inside. I want to take a look at the inside real quick. Sorry. I want to see what's happening inside the dome. We probably should also save. Does the dome look any different inside? I think the lights are on. Maybe? Alright, let's save. You know what? We'll save at the thing. So I had to hit the restroom and take care of some things. So we are back. We are back. Okay. So there's 5 slots here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, so there's enough for all of these. So this was supposed to be potentially 24. Yeah, so it fits in. That's 22, so it's 2 down from that. 20. 6 and 2. 1, 2. Crap. Maybe it's the other direction, so 1, 2, 6. Oh, maybe, you know what? Maybe this is 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that would make sense. Okay, so 6 would be here. 10, 15, 20, 22, 24. Okay. So that's a button. Did we just turn it off? Yep. Alright. Let's do that again. So I was right. That is the number combination. That's really obscure. I'm pretty pleased that I figured that out. Okay, so this is the 98th world. Yeah. Yep, that's the workshop that he was talking about. That's pretty cool. So we know that this one is the 98th world. So I'm curious. Okay, so we're in another cage. It's Riven. Oh, interesting. So all the books lead here. This is the book we came from. Did we save? I don't know if we saved. $98. I just pushed a button. It's Gen.
I apologize for the cage. I'm afraid this situation has often required of me a more primitive code of conduct than I might otherwise have chosen. I am Gen. I assume you've heard of me. Yes. Well, I suspect
I like his
you have
costume.
acquired some false information of who I am now. Not that my son would have lied to you about me. No, not Atris. It's just that, well, I'm sure he believes me to still be the depraved father I once was. Yes. I even tried to kill him once. God, if I had accomplished that, who knows what I would have become. A great father indeed, who tries to murder his own son. Thankfully, he trapped me on age 5, a prison of my own creation. No books, no precious inks, no ages to link to, nothing but my own foolish ambitions. That was 30 years ago. 30 years, 30 lifetimes, what does it matter? No sentence could be too harsh for the man I was. But I have changed.
Right. or had a kid, he'd be their
To
kid.
be sure, the deeds of my past can never be completely atoned for, but my mission was an honorable one.
See, I don't believe him because of the bad ending that we got,
I'm sorry, this is...
but also because of
awkward.
all the things that he's done.
It's been
He's
a long
trapped
time since I've
Catherine.
attempted to persuade anyone of my intentions. Most of the people here have already made their minds up about me one way or another. I myself do not trust the words of most men, so I don't expect you to believe me. In the end, though, you may discover that I do have more than mere words to offer.
He's smoking that frog
Atreus'
poison.
choice of punishment has been hard on the people of Riven, and many have suffered because of it. The island has been steadily decaying for years.
Yeah, we know.
According to my most recent measurements, it appears that
Right.
the fifth age has entered its
And
final
Catherine.
days.
Although we only got her
Unless the
book.
villagers can be relocated soon, the island will collapse entirely and everyone will perish. It has taken me a long time to do it, but it appears that finally I'll be able to make some substantial amends to my past transgressions, especially in... Well, I'm afraid I've had some trouble with Catherine and the moiety. In any society, there will always be a small percentage of the population with rebellious tendencies. Before Catherine appeared, the moiety, as they call themselves, had been relatively harmless. I mean, the natives here are a fairly violent people by nature, but I'd almost come to accept their presence. It seemed inevitable under the circumstances. Upon Catherine's return, however, their violence intensified considerably. It seems she's become some sort of religious savior to them. And as far as I can tell, she's come to believe this herself.
That lines up.
So I've had no
But
alternative.
Catherine does not believe it. Although at some points she's fluctuated a little bit. Things have aligned with their
My concerns were not
prophecies
entirely for her safety alone.
a bit.
The actions of
Coincidentally.
Catherine and the moiety have put my own life at risk on numerous occasions. Consequently, the lives of all the people here. Therefore, I must ask you to refrain from any attempt to free her. Although I'm sure Atreus desires it. Indeed, he must desire it with all his heart. But he is completely unaware of her recent state.
Her journal did suggest she was declining a
Which
bit.
brings me to the point of all of this. The linking book you brought with you. You're very fortunate to have recovered it. If I may. Thank you.
Is he gonna see through it?
Perhaps it would be best if you went through first.
I don't want to go first.
You may need some time to decide. That is reasonable. Until then, As a token of my good intentions, I will allow you free access to my linking books, cruel though they may be, and to the rest of the Fifth Age. Please understand, there is nothing I want more than a chance to resolve matters between Atris and myself, especially in light of what has become of Catherine. But unless you are willing to demonstrate to me that your intentions are honorable, I cannot risk it. The sanctuary I've been writing for the islanders is nearly complete. After all these years, it would be a shame if I were unable to finish it. The work I am doing is quite demanding. Please don't signal me unless you've decided to use the book. The switch will reset itself once you link from here.
So the only way for him to use the book is if we use it first. So there's only one island we haven't been to. It's the singular one, so let's go there. All right. All right, let's save this again. Last island. That's very mist-like. Interesting. All right, cool. We can go somewhere. It's her house. It's Catherine's.
You made it. But how'd you get past Ken? He must really believe I've gone mad. I know what he's doing. He's watching you. He's waiting for you to make a mistake. He's hoping you'll lead him back to Dunny. You can't let Gen... Atris sent you to save me. But if Gen gets back to Dunny, he'll kill him. I think I know how to signal Atris, but it's going to take both of us. You'll have to trap Gen before you can get the combination. Be careful. Go then. If you won't help me, then I have nothing more to say.
How do we trap Gen, though? Alright. Trying to figure out if there's anything I've written down that might... So all of them link to this.
I'm relieved you've returned. I thought perhaps you had decided against it. Here, I shall follow you directly.
Nope.
Please.
I don't want to do it.
You're free to go. But I think you should not come back unless you're willing to use the book.
All right. So this book we can actually finally stop this one. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, so now all the domes are free to use, I think. Still don't know what that is. So the only thing I can think of is so there might be a clue somewhere in the book. Or maybe, is it possible using the book is the only way forward? It's a trap, and I know that. So I'm assuming. Alright, I'm curious what this does. Okay, we can't actually click it. I was thinking that this might be something. I mean, I suppose we can try it. Nope, wrong side. I just don't want to get trapped myself, but like, That's what saving's for, right? Yeah, or maybe he'll just follow me through right afterward and think everything's good because I went in. You know? Who knows? It's interesting, that workshop looks very similar to his other one. Alright, so saving. Touch the book. Alright, let's see what happens. And what is that thing? Is that a cane?
Once more.
He's getting impatient.
The only path open to you now is through this book. Take it.
Alright. So we're trapped. Nice. Okay. He's following us, so we'll switch with him. I was hoping he wouldn't see us in here. Yes. I'm actually curious what would happen. Alright, so again, tricked. Alright, so what since we have the book back, what's gonna happen if we touch it?
I don't know exactly why you released me, but you realize, of course, that this must be the end for you. I can't take the chance that you will change your mind again. It may provide you with some solace, however, to know that with this act of self-sacrifice, you have secured your place in history. The Dunny culture will be reborn. The lives of millions will be purified.
Alright, we got another bad ending. Oh, there's the music. Alright. I mean, I wanted to see. The only problem is we can't skip these. Uh-huh. Fortunately, back then there was probably not so many people to credit. Extra special thanks to all right. So I assume like we could get a bad ending based off of like we could as soon as we entered the game we could have just hit the trap book and got the credits to roll. Okay. I don't know what that is. I don't want to touch that yet. Oh, there's a beetle. Using a bone to stir things. Interesting.
Tagamem, san botegan shem. Fasi.
Okay. That's water that can come down here. Cool. Again, my husband and so it's his wife. And that's probably his dad? Catherine has returned to the fifth age, and though it sets my teeth on edge to say it, she has also vanished as quickly as she appeared. Stolen from me by the rebels, as my god tells it, she linked into the Fisher Plateau cage, as I'd guessed. When suddenly he was set upon by a band of rebels who darted him and spirited her away. I suspect the truth of the matter was that he was so dumbfounded at actually witnessing someone link in after all this time that he presented an easy target for whichever rebel had happened by at that moment. The damnable luck of it. He did get a good enough look at her, though, to verify that it was indeed Catherine. He also claims that he inspected all of her belongings and found no linking book, on her person, a fact which, if true, makes the question of why she's returned here all the more puzzling. While I am sick with frustration at having lost the only quarry that Cage has ever caught, I am also filled with hope. She may yet provide me with a way back to Dinny. It is true that I have managed, despite overwhelming odds, to break free of the confines of the Fifth Age and resume my mission to save my culture from extinction, but I fear that unless I am able to regain access to the vast resources that lie in the city's ruins, the task of reconstructing that great civilization will be impossible. If Catherine did bring a linking book with her, then I'm halfway there. If not, then she is trapped in the Fifth Age, and I can assume that my emotionally crippled son will soon be along to rescue her. Either way, it is crucial to my plans that I find her soon. Her presence here now forces me to take the rebels more seriously. I should never have permitted them to survive this long. Once again, the Great Walk has demonstrated its usefulness to me. This past week, the villagers have been most difficult to manage. Apparently, they have learned of Catherine's arrival, and their fear of this mythic beast has been all that has kept them in line. Had I known how truly useful these prodigious creatures would prove to be, I would have perhaps captured more of them while the local population was still plentiful. Although, to be sure, if these disturbances continue, my current pets will be in no danger of perishing for lack of nourishment. Yeah, because things are dying. The search for Catherine continues. I now deeply regret my mistake of having ever taught these primitive people anything at all about the books. It seems that with each passing day I more surely realize the extent to which they were not ready for that knowledge. Now, even in the simplified manner in which I had presented it to them, their minds, adapted only to the exceptional menial tasks of village life, were incapable of comprehending the art in all its complexity, and thus were unable to extract the essential underlying principles that are, ironically, so eloquently simple. It is obvious that much of the discord that exists between us stems from their failure to grasp the full meaning of the information I give them. If they'd been able to gain even the smallest glimpse of the future I'd planned for them, then this conflict would not exist. Limitations, quite carefully, that none gain a level of understanding. Althus, still he remains one of the greatest disappointments of my life. I should never have left him with my mother. By the time I'd returned for him, he had already been poisoned as to all thoughts of the Dinny. So his mother turned Altuus. She was an outsider whose ignorance of the Dinny became the catalyst of their demise. If I am able to rebuild our culture and in the process correct such crucial weakness, then perhaps what she did was ultimately necessary in order that a new era of prosperity might someday come to pass. Bookmakers Guild fathers immense pride at each of my small accomplishments there. Too young to see such a thing. I've got her. Late last night I received word that Catherine was in the village attempting to persuade the people to join her. I lost 2 good men in the process, but I would have paid 100 times that number for such a prize. She's been taken to the prison island, where I've been attempting, okay, that makes sense, to gain insight as to her reason. She was the chosen one! I've had to fight the all but constant impulse to put her on the gallows. She has adopted the most infuriating stance of only answering my questions, when she answers them at all, in her native tongue. Even so, she is a poor liar. I am now quite certain that her return to Riven was unintentional, and that she brought no linking book with her. How will he do it? It is likely that his hesitation has been due, at least in part, to this dilemma. It is late and I cannot sleep. I've lost so much of my life. Keta, you were the only true kindness I ever known. Watching you flicker there in the images. So Keta was probably his wife. Damn these savages. So we're getting close to when I came. I would be well advised to leave them all in the 5th age and begin again with a clean sheet of paper. A stranger has arrived on Riven with a linking book to Dinny, and once again my useless minion was overtaken by the rebels. From what little I could decipher from his muddled explanation, so he didn't die. It apparently occurred sometime this morning. The cage has been damaged, but it is no matter. Everything I need is here now. Alza was certainly behind this, yet how could he be so foolish as to send someone here with a linking book? Such blatancy is unlike him. Could it be that he's had a change of heart? No, he's only after one thing. Perhaps he should find her. For now, I need only wait and observe. Alright. So yeah, he suspected... Huh. That's the sounds. Crank. Snap. Ding. Snap. Snap, I think. Let's try it again. Yeah. Crank, snap, ding, snap, snap. Alright, up we go. Can we leave? It's locked. Alright, what's this book do? Nothing, it's the book he was writing. Okay. How do I open this to get to the books? There we go. No. I want the prison world. Oh, that thing powers the books. Got it. That's the crystal he took, right? Alright, so first of all, does this work now? Nope. But now we should be able to... Can I click, please? All right. So we crank, snap, ding, snap, snap. I like that this game, you don't really die when you make mistakes for the most part. Unlike like King's Quest.
We have to move quickly. Gen's people may already know what's happening. Once we're back with the moiety, we'll have time to regroup. Can I see the book? You did it. We're all free. You captured Gen. But there's still his followers. I'm not sure what I'll do once I realize he's gone. I'll have to get the villagers to safety as soon as possible. You go back to the Temple Island and reopen the fissure. I know it's risky, but it's the only way to signal Atris. I'll try to make it back there as soon as I can, but don't wait for me. Don't forget, the portal combination's in my journal. Good luck.
Yeah, just excellent. Like, I don't know, like, how do other games not do this, like, so well? Like, so good. That was excellent. Also, he's been trapped here for 30 years. She got here a couple years ago? How did she get here? Especially since Atros thought she was going to be at Mist. Did she get lost? Alright, so we got one thing left to do. Open the fissure. Correctly this time. Why is this back up? Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I think she's... I hope she's okay. um... So Prison Island is like really, really far away, apparently. Wait. Okay, yeah, cool. I pressed the right button. Here we go. Good call, by the way. Saying to touch the book. Suggesting to touch the book. I probably would have been still wandering the island if you hadn't, like, jogged my brain with that one. Alright, here we go. Again, the beginning is the end. I think that's what it was. No, 2, 2, 2, 3, 5, 1. 2, 2, 3, 5, 1. 2, 2, 3, 5, 1. Hello? Oh, 1, 5. Here we go. One more. We've signaled him.
There isn't much time. Where's Catherine? Where's the book?
Atris!
I don't...
The villagers are safely in the Rebel Age. I thank you.
As do I. You've accomplished more than I could have hoped for. You've given me back my life. The path home is now clear for all of us.
Alright. Let us go. Let us go in. Like, but, okay, so she's gone. What about us?
This is where our paths must part. Perhaps we'll meet again someday. You know where to find me. Goodbye, my friend.
He's gonna drop it in the fissure? What? Well, that symbol makes a whole lot more sense from the first game. I think this is where we came from, though, where we fell into mist. So maybe he knew that.
Endings and beginnings are within the fissure. That Riven cleft
Or maybe
that access both a wall and a bridge. And though I am unable to understand how, the very flow of stars that brought my mist book into worthy hands, I am sure served as a safe passage home for my friend.
Gotcha.
The age of Riven is closed forever, but the people of Riven are free. And now I am at rest, understanding that in books and ages and life, the ending can never truly be written.
Cool. So that's the good ending. Hooray, we did it. GG, folks. Right, yeah, we're on ice till we're needed again. Speaking of again, there's Gen. Yeah, someday I'll probably read them. I haven't had a lot of time. I've got like 6 books sitting on my nightstand. Last year I read like a whole bunch of books. This year I have not had the chance. Some Stephen King? Nice. That's one of the books on my nightstand. I'm rereading the Dark Tower series. Really liked Riven. I liked it better than Myst, I think. The puzzles were a lot more like interconnected, which made it more difficult. But like, you know how like each book was like a separate puzzle. Wizards in Glass is an interesting one. I really want to. The one I haven't read is Through the Keyhole. Yeah, I really like that series a lot. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go. We might be back later on today to do something else, but I'm gonna go eat and do stuff. Guys, thanks for being here. Jaeger, thanks for watching along. Good to have you here, as always. And I'll see you guys, if not later today, maybe tomorrow, Monday, or Tuesday for D&D. Either way, guys, be safe. Have a good night. Bye.